Okay, today I want to talk about something you guys should know about, but I want to make sure that you get it clear so that it doesn't cause a problem later on, and that is how to insert accent into text. Now, what we're going to do here is the one accent mark that I'm always sure about is the upside down question mark, all right? And the way you always do this is by using your keypad. You make sure your number lock is on before you do this. A little feature of the computers here at Coil is the default position is for the numbers lock always to be off. And there's nothing we can do to change that. That has to do with the fact that when we make our image, it has to be something that's applicable to both the standalone computers and the laptops. And unfortunately, laptops don't have a keypad usually. All right, so that's the reason why your number lock is off. Make sure it's on. And then what we're going to do is we're going to insert a character. Now, you do have this posted on Moodle by your teacher. However, I got to tell you something. I didn't go through all that. All I did is I went to Google and I typed in the phrase inserting characters, and it brought me to a site that actually gives me all the alt keys. All right, so I need to insert the upside down question mark, and it's 0191. All right, so I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint, and I'm going to go down, hold down the alt key 0191, and I bring it up, and that gives me my upside down question mark. Now, the only Spanish sentence that I actually remember is "A dónde vas?" Okay, I think I've already said that I took Spanish 35 years ago, got C's, and only because I was very nice to the teacher every day. So they passed me out of pity. Okay, but that's the only one I can remember is "A dónde vas?" Okay, where are you going? I believe there's also supposed to be an accent over the letter 0 here. Let me just take a quick look and see if we got that. These are characters. Let's try going back and let's see if we can find the insert for O with a little thing over it is in here. O, right there. 0243. So I go back to this, and I'm going to change that to Alt 0243. Boom, and that gives me my correct spelling. Now, the other thing you can do, all right, now that took it very easily. Some of you do want to use word art. Word art is created by this little letter here. Okay, insert word art. All right, so I'm just going to put this in here as something funky and large that you guys can see. And I'm ridiculously lazy. I could go through that whole process again, but I think instead what I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight this, right-click, copy, go to Word Art, say OK, and paste it right in, and boom, I've got my word art now. Boom. Okay. I don't particularly like that one, so I'm going to double-click. I'm going to click on it again. Say, let's pick something else a little bit funkier. Okay. Whoops. Control V. And boom, you can create your word art no matter how you like it. All right. And also realize if you click on this, you can also edit it an awful lot. There's all sorts of different things you can do. You can play around with the format the word art and do all sorts of things to change its colors if you like. All right. So that's how you can use word art. That's how you can insert characters into word art. I strongly recommend, suppose for instance, remember I told you later that if you don't put something into the title bar, I really hate this by the way, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to format that again to something that's a little bit more interesting. Let's go with this guy right here. That's a little bit better. All right. Remember I said that part of the problem though is if you don't use the title, it doesn't show up. Well, you could just hide the title underneath, or another thing you could do, if you want this to show up as the title of the slide, you can just take this and make its font color white against a white background. So now you get you have a title in here even though you can't see it, and that allows it to be a little bit easier for you to find. All right, that's accents, that's word art, and that's all I have to say for this particular lesson.